Yeah. Oh my, oh my. Ooh. Oh. I'm standing on business. If you with me, I gotta stand on it. Sometimes I'm right, yeah, sometimes I'm wrong. But if I said it, either way you gotta know, I gotta stand on it. Yeah, I gotta stand on it. Yeah. Sometimes I'm right, yeah, sometimes I'm wrong. But if I said it, either way you gotta know, I gotta stand on it. Yeah, I'm standing on business. Yeah, put it all on me. If I said it, then I meant it. I know it's coming back. I gotta answer to my bullshit. No regret, just like mistakes are lessons that I learned from. Gotta hold true to all the principles I stand on. I'm a man first before anything. If I'm wrong, I'll take the blame. My head up and my chest out. I make the choice, I'm not ashamed. We're not the same, I'm a man, homie. Right or wrong, I'ma stand on it. Ain't like the one that'll change on you. If I rock, which I can't change on you. I love you if I say I do. I'll never play about you. I'm standing on business. If they ever try to speak on you, that's right. Yeah, I love you if I say I do. I say that's right. That's right. I'll go to jail to help out you. Sometimes I'm right, yeah. Sometimes I'm wrong. Yeah. Either way, I'ma stand. Sometimes I'm right, yeah. Sometimes I'm wrong. But if I said it, either way you gotta know, I gotta stand on it. Yeah, I gotta stand on it. Yeah. Sometimes I'm right, yeah. Sometimes I'm wrong. But if I said it, either way you gotta know, I gotta stand on it. Yeah, I gotta stand on it. Yeah, I'm the one that said it, and I'm standing on business, regardless of your feelings. Yeah, it is what it is. I can't spare a soul, only the truth been told. If this step on your toes, then just for all of y'all. Right or wrong, it don't matter, man. If you agree with me, if I said it, then it's it. If I did it, then it's this. Ain't no need to tell a lie. I'ma tell you what I'm on. You ain't gotta ask them pull up or just hit me on my phone. My brother, nigga, I'm my daddy's son. If you ain't know, let me learn. Let me teach you something. Don't try to correct me if I said it is style. Yeah, you know it's 100, man, when it come out my mouth. Sometimes I'm right, yeah, sometimes I'm wrong. But if I said it, I way you gotta know, I gotta stand on. Yeah, I gotta stand on.
Steps off, baby. This ain't just a vibe, it's a sanctuary. You just walked into the Love Palace. Welcome to a daily dose of D. Wrap yourself in satin truth. This love ain't rushed, it's velvet smooth. Silk on your spirit, rose in your mouth. Let me show you what healing's really about. Ooh, she don't play with pleasure, nah. Only pours it where it's earned. Let it burn slow. A daily dose of D. Let the love run deep and free. One touch and you'll believe. She's the calm, she's the heat, she's the peace you need. Here in the Love Palace, where even broken ships sail smooth. Anchor down, baby, daily dose of D. Your prescription to feel seen. No refills, just show up and receive.
we fight so hard to hold on, to keep people in places they no longer belong? But what if freedom lived in release? What if peace was found when we let them just be? The let them theory isn't about loss, it's about gain, not about chasing, but about choosing, not about facing, but about flowing. So today, let's talk about surrender and the freedom of letting them. Welcome to Daily Dose of Dee. Grand rising, grand afternoon, or grand evening, depending on what time of day you are watching Daily Dose of Dee. I am your host, aka Goddess Dee of Love. How's everybody doing on this Monday? If where you're out, it's Monday. I hope everyone had a good Monday. I hope you're having a good Monday. And I hope your Monday evening is pleasant as well. Excuse me. Welcome to Daily Dose of D, where we talk about love, relationships, healing yourself, helping healing others, and everything in between. And today, this in between was brought to you by Jesus, which is Aladdin's friend. We were talking while I was on my travels, and he had told me about a book that's called Let Them. So we're going to discuss this Let Them. I haven't finished the whole audible, but while I was on the airplane, I got into this book. I think I got like 2 chapters left. It's the let them theory that we're going to talk about today. That's what we're talking about today here at Daily Dose of D, the in between. The let them theory. And with that being said, the word of the day on this Mindset Monday is let them theory, a mindset shift that encourages individuals to stop trying to control or manage other people's actions, opinions, or reactions instead of focusing on their own choices and well being. And the quote of the day is if they want to leave, let them. If they choose someone else, let them. If they don't support you, let them. If they don't invite you, let them. Stop wasting your energy trying to control or change other people. Let them show who they really are. And then you can choose what you do next. And that is by Mel Robinson. And that is actually the author of the person of the book, Let Them. So, like I said, in my travels to Colorado, I was talking to my son's friend Jesus, and we were just talking about life. And he said, "Hey, they call me Mama D as well. Have you read the book Let Them?" And he was really telling me like what the gist of it was. And I was like, "Whoa, this is much needed in today's society." The Let Them theory. Okay, so our title for today is where my title. Well, oh, it's just the let them theory. Sorry about that. So, you know how I do over here? I like to give a deeper definition of what we're talking, defining the let them theory, right? So, in this book, Mel Robinson, this book was to help center on two things, the let them and also the let me. Excuse me. This message is that people often waste immense emotional energy and time trying to control the thoughts, opinions, and actions of others. Now, why this book caught my attention is because I have been guilty of that. I have been emotionally emerged in trying to, and it's not even a control because I don't like to use that word, but I get involved, let me say that, in people's thoughts, opinions, and actions. So, what this book did for me, it reclaimed personal power by releasing the need to be included or control others, and in turn, taking ownership of my own life and response. Okay. That's what this let them theory is about. It's basically, like I said, we waste so much immense emotional energy in trying to control the thoughts and opinions and actions of others. That's the lesson. With, excuse me, I'm still getting over this little cold. The fact of learning how to not allow those actions to happen to us, to take full ownership of our own life and our own responses. The let them mindset, okay, because on this mindset, this is what we're going to talk about. This is the first part of the theory. It's simple. This phrase acts as a mental boundary. So when you find yourself getting upset or anxious about what someone else is doing or thinking, you say, let them. This is not an act of defiance or rudeness, but an acknowledgement that you cannot control another person's behavior. And trying to do so is a futile effort. It's about giving others the space to be who they are with all their moods, opinions, and actions. So, all my lovers in the house, let's start with the basics, the let them theory. And at its core, like I said, it's simple. If they want to do something, let them. That means if they want to leave, let them. If they want to exclude you, let them. If they want to disrespect you, let them. If they want to be silent, let them. If they want to show you who they are, let them. This theory is rooted in non attachment, a conception found in many spiritual traditions. So in Buddhism, a non attachment is a path of peace. And then we hear on the spiritual side or on a religious side, we hear let go and let God, right? It's a psychology, it's boundary setting. The beauty of this theory is that it removes resistance. It teaches us that the harder you try to control others, the more you lose control of yourself. Let me say that part again. The beauty of the let them theory is that it removes resistance. It teaches us, me and you, that the harder you try to control others, the more you lose control of yourself. The let them part of the theory is only half the battle. So Mel Robbins, this actress, stresses that the true power comes from the second half. And that's let me. Once you release the need to control the other person, you can focus on what you can control, your own response. This is where you take back your energy and decide how you will act. what boundaries you will set, and where you will direct your focus. It's a shift from external obsession to internal control. So here's an example. Think about it. Have you ever begged someone to stay only for the relationship to fall apart anyway? That wasn't peace. That was control. The let them theory teaches us that what meant will stay without force. Ooh, y'all. Isn't that deep? So, definition, the let them theory. Allowing others to act freely without forcing your presence, value, or energy. All right. Y'all stay with me because when we come back, we're going to break down the chapters of the let them theory step by step with examples you can use in everyday life after this message.
Shout out to the mama chief. Yeah, you be quiet when Big Mama speak. What she gave us is a part of me. It flows through my arteries. Even on that journey, that love grows how the garden be. The first to teach us when we sick, the first to heal us. Mama's boy, yeah, you know, her pride and joy. Soul food, yeah, you know, I'ma enjoy. Calm you down, just by the sound of her voice. There isn't another feeling inside. When they cheer you on at your game, and you feeling the pride. You and your siblings fighting, she gon' make you put the feelings aside. She can lead you down the road, but she can give you the guide. Where you think I get that blissful look in my eyes? I need a side of ice cream with lemons apple pie. You know for sure for Mama Chief, you know I'ma ride. Cause we all need a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all love a Mama Chiefs. The greatness, the patience.
This that Nickelodeon, Mary Jane and opium, fresh from the FedEx chest, we got a load of them. Yeah, tear this shit down like depression. The moral of the story is you get the lesson. I'm colder than the weather in Nova Scotia. The flow is cold to turn down. You just like the lame dude. Get the shoulder, have these niggas swinging that Chris Rock when I pitch a boulder. My intentions was ill will. When I rap, get a pill feel. I can meditate and stay connected to the earth like a mill drill. They taught you to lie to your kids with Santa. I verse in the AI now and got the answer. Don't kill yourself trying to be me with the tanner. My equal love getting blown like a blammer. I'm biased to the low comprehension, cause people claim both to get a mention.
Welcome back, everybody. If you did not get to tune in to Poetry and Pulls yesterday at Blended Healing, go over there and check it out. We had a good discussion about the ships, all of the relationships. So we did some ships over there, right? Okay. There was some good poetry and a lot to think about. Okay. I appreciate that if you go check that out. If you did notice, Big Mouthpiece has became the first gentleman of the COC. Y'all make sure you go check out Big Mouthpiece on Saturdays. I believe it's 9:30 Central Time. His channel will be dropped down in the chat as well. We'll be having a good time over there as well. Okay? So now, thank you for being with me with Goddess of Love. Now we're going to unlock the wisdom of the let them theory. Now I'm going to go into what each chapter meant to me, right? I still, if you're interested, go check this book out, The Let Them Theory, but by Mel Robbins. Okay? So let's break down this book with the chapters. Each chapter teaches how to release control and embrace inner peace, y'all. That's why I'm sharing this because I found this very, very helpful. Okay. So let's talk about chapter 1. In this book, of course, the first chapter is if they want to leave, let them. So this chapter addresses the fear of abandonment and rejection. I have shared this before that I had this issue of both rejection and abandonment. So right off, this book caught my attention. It's about recognizing that you cannot force someone to stay in your life, be it a friend, a partner, or a family member. The ideal is to release the need to control another person's decision to exit a relationship. So, applying this let them theory, I acknowledge there's choice and in turn preserve my own dignity and peace. This is vital for today because it lies in the fact that it helps people navigate the transit nature of modern relationships, especially in the age of online connection. Okay, y'all hear? Where the fear of being unfriended or ghosted is common. It empowers you to accept endings and focus on your own well being rather than clinging to people who don't want to be there. People who want to walk away are showing you their choice. Holding on too tightly often creates more pain than it does relief. Real love and loyalty don't have to be forced. Okay, let's go ahead and go into chapter 2. This chapter is if they want to exclude you, let them. So this chapter focused on the pain of social rejection and the fear of missing out. The FOMOA, fear of missing out. It's about accepting that you won't always be invited to every event. You're not going to be included in every group, okay? And you won't be privy to every secret. The let them mindset encourages you to release the need to be part of everything and seek validation from others' invitation. This is vital today because we are dominated by social media feeds that constantly highlight what others are doing without you, right? So embracing this principle, the FOMO, the fear of missing out, you can combat to stop comparing your life to images of others, especially what we see on social media. It frees up your energy to pursue activities and connections that genuinely fulfill you. Not being invited isn't a rejection, it's a redirection. And let me be real, sometimes it's a protection. The right circles, the right people, and the right opportunities will always in line when it's time. Divine timing, baby. That's chapter 2. All right. Now, chapter 3, this one I was like, what? Let me say this one. If they want to disrespect you, let them. What? What you say? Yes, you heard me. Now listen to this. If they want to disrespect you, let them. Now, it's not what you think, but it is. The principle is about setting boundaries and reclaiming your self worth. It recognizes that you can't control another person's behavior, but you can control your response to it. So when someone is disrespectful, you don't need to engage in an argument to win or prove your value or your worth. The let them approach means you allow them to act as they wish, but you respond by protecting your own space. This can mean walking away, ending the conversation, or establishing a clear boundary. The vitality here is immense. It's a powerful tool for navigating, toxic relationships, whether it's in a personal or a professional context. It teaches you your value is not determined on how others treat you, and that the ultimate act of self respect is to refuse to tolerate disrespect. Okay? So someone else's lack of respect doesn't lower your worth. It reveals their character, not yours. And your job isn't to correct them, it's to decide whether you deserve if they deserve continuous access to you. Let me say this again. So the let them theory when it comes to disrespect, if they want to disrespect you, let them. This is the key points I want you to remember. Excuse me. One second. So, all right, y'all. Had a little cough there. So the things I want you to know on this one chapter is if they want to disrespect you, let them. This is the reason. Someone else's lack of respect doesn't lower your worth. It reveals their character, not yours. And this is very important. This is the point that I took, the key point I took from this. Your job isn't to correct them, it's to decide whether they deserve continued access to you. Okay? All right. So the fourth chapter, if they want to be silent, let them. So this addresses the frustration that comes from lack of communication or closure. This is another one that I resonate with. I tell you, this book was really good and helpful for me. This is for situations where a person refuses to talk, explain their action, or provide the answers you feel you deserve. The let them theory encourages you to release your need for their explanation. You can't force somebody to talk to you, and trying to will only lead to more pain and anxiety. This is vital today as it provides a path to peace. So when you're ghosted or blocked or left with unanswered questions, it empowers you to move on with your life without the closure you thought you needed. Let me say that again. This let them theory, let them be silent, empowers you to move on with your life without closure you thought you needed, teaching you that sometimes that silence is an answer in itself. You take back control by choosing to not let their silence dictate your emotional state. Not everyone is going to communicate in the way you need them to. I had to learn this. Silence often reveals misalignment. So instead of forcing a conversation, instead of forcing communication, create space for what's meant for you. Okay? Now, the last chapter of this book is, if they show you who they are, let them. Let me say this again. If they show you who they are, let them. This is a summary of the whole entire let them theory. And perhaps it's the most profound. It's based on the idea that people's actions are more accurate representation of their character than their words. When someone repeatedly shows you a negative trait, be it unreliability, selfishness, or lack of respect, the let them theory advises you to simply accept it. It means, hold on. See, you telling me to accept that behavior? Hold on, let me tell you let me break it down. It means you stop making excuses for them or holding on to the hope that they're going to change. The vitality of this principle is that it provides a powerful, realistic lens through which to view your relationship. It prevents you from wasting years on people you have already shown that you were not who you hoped they were. It's about seeing the truth and acting accordingly rather than living in a state of denial or unfulfilled expectation. Let me say this. This principle, if they show who you are, let them, provide a powerful, realistic view of your relationship. It prevents you from wasting years. Y'all hear me? Years on people who have already shown you that you're not who you hoped they were. It's about seeing the truth and acting accordingly, rather than living in a state of denial or unfulfilled expectations. Believe actions over words. Don't rewrite their story to fit your fantasy. Letting people reveal themselves saves you time, energy, and heartbreak. Mm, mm, mm. Y'all hear that? Let them go. Let them show. Let them be. And let yourself grow. Woo-hoo. So we're going to take a pause right here for a quick break. I think we need it right here. And when we return, we're going to explore why the let them theory is so important today in our relationships, friendships, and even at large as a society. Right after this message.
Yo, just pulled up to the Love Palace. Ain't no cap here, just facts and feels. Dee and KELLZ on the mic, we talking ships, all kinds. Pull up and unpack. Kiss and tell. Friendships that held me down through the struggle. Companions who dipped when I stepped out the bubble. Family ties that tug, some tight, some frayed. But we lay it all out, let the truth get played. No judgment, just lessons on velvet chairs. We speak from the gut, raw love, stripped bare. GODDESSDEE, got that glow like sage in the wind. Queen KELLZ hit the mic, truth spilling again.
Chips, we talking, we walking, no filters, just real. Love Palace, the spot where your soul
Welcome back, family. Make sure you tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at the Love Palace for the Ships with my beautiful host, Queen KELLZ. We got some good subjects going. If you missed it last week, we talked about men's mental health through the perspective of a woman. And we had a wonderful, wonderful Q&A. Some men hit the platform, and we had a good conversation. So make sure you join us every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, here at the Love Palace for the episode of She. Now, let's get back to our conversation. We talked about exploring the freedom of the let me theory. Let's talk about how and why it is necessary today. Why is this theory necessary today? Why does it matter? So this theory is vital for today because in a world of constant connection and social media, the pressure to conform and seek validation is at an all-time high. The let them theory provides a powerful, simple tool to combat the modern anxiety. It helps individuals navigate through complex relationships. It's going to help reduce stress, and help reclaim your energy to focus on what truly matters to you. In the world today, everything, everything is about control. Social media makes you feel like we have to respond instantly, keep up with everyone's lives, and chase validation through likes and follows. But the let them theory, it reminds us that peace is better than control, that freedom is better than force, alignment is better than attachment. The theory is especially important in romantic relations. We stop begging for love. In friendships, we release one sided connection. In family dynamics, we stop forcing relatives to understand us. In a work environment, we learn that not every job is forever. Mm. It's not about giving up, it's about growing up. It's about choosing yourself. In today's world of constant connection, social media, texting, nonstop communication, it's easy to feel like you have to have control of everything. We chase validation, we chase approval, and we chase presence. But the let them theory reminds us that it's important to break cycles of overthinking. It's important to break cycles of people pleasing. It's important to break cycles of self abandonment. Instead of fighting to keep someone in your life, instead of trying to be what social media makes it be or how we feel others should see it, the theory creates a space for people who want to be there. Yes, this theory creates a space for people who want to be in that space. Peace, control, freedom, force, alignment, attachment. Ooh, y'all, this is deep. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the final part of today's episode. And it's how to start applying the let them theory in your everyday life right after this message.
I was born with a fire kiss, tongue like truth, breathe like mist. I carry lifetimes in these hips and prayers inside my wrist. They said I'm too much, too wild, too free, but baby, I was never meant to be. Quiet, tame, contained, I am so untamed.
Worlds become portals, and we I'm Alicia Dion, and this is Soul. Let's begin. What is meant for you
I am
is
so
already in motion.
work slowly.
Let's see where it leads.
Magic in my skin, healing while you hold me.
The cards are just
Say
catching.
my name, feel the shift begin. Alicia Dion, so work within, so work within. I read stars with my fingertips, found heaven in the curve of my lips. My voice, a spell you can't forget, I bloom in shadows, no.
Welcome back to everybody to Daily Dose of Dee. I hope y'all still rocking with Goddess Dee of Love right now. Make sure you subscribe to Alicia Dion for that soul work. She dropped a couple of poems on her channel too yesterday. If you missed it at Poetry and Pool, she got them over there on her channel. Go check out the fire poetry and get you some soul work, okay? So now let's wrap this up. We're going to talk about practical tools you can live by to let them theory, right? How to apply the let them theory. So, practical application. This book right here, the Let Them Theory book by Mel Robbins, offers practical steps and real life examples of how to apply the theory in various situations, relationships, work, and personal goals. So when you read this book, it teaches you how to set boundaries without good guilt, manage difficult conversations, stop overthinking and obsessing, and to use this theory as a tool for your personal growth and for motivating others through example and not force. Let me say that again. This theory is a tool to help for your personal growth, for motivating others through your example, not through force. So, here's how you can live this out daily. It makes you have awareness. You recognize you're chasing or you're controlling, and then you start journaling these moments when you feel drained. You take the pause before reacting. Breathe. Ask, am I forcing this? Take the pause. Release. Walk away gracefully instead of thinking. Hang up gracefully instead of fussing. Click the red button instead of being in connection. Put the phone down instead of holding, looking at social. Release. You're going to redirect. Pour your energy back into yourself. Work out, meditate, pray, create. Do something to redirect your attention on what you want to do. And then you're going to trust. Believe that letting go creates space for better. Yes, let me say that one again. You're going to trust. Believe that letting go is creating space for better. So, once again, how you live this out daily, you become aware. You take a pause. You release, you redirect, and you trust. So here's an example of the exercise. Tonight, or whenever you're seeing this, make a list. Who or what are you forcing? Then write, if they want to, whatever it is, let them. Read it aloud and release. What's one area of your life right now where you need to say, let them? That's the question. Let me say that question again. What's one area of your life right now where you need to say, let them? Okay. So, once again, awareness, pause, release, redirect, and trust. Mm-hmm. Yes, y'all. So, my family and friends, the let them theory isn't about being cold. It's about being free. It's about surrendering control and choosing peace. So, when you let them, you let yourself grow. Remember, what's real won't require begging. What's meant for you won't need chasing. Thank you for coming to the Love Palace. I am your host, Goddessdee of Love. Protect your peace, honor your worth, and let them so you can be yourself. Okay? I wanted to share this theory with you, and I hope that it was helpful for you. I hope that you enjoyed the book. I'm listening to it on Audible. They have it on Amazon. Once again, it's The Let Them Theory by Mel Robertson. This was, man, this is such a good read, a good listen. Okay. So I hope on this Mindset Monday that we learn the mindset that I offer to you, the Let Them Theory. This book, Mel Robinson gets all the credit. All the credits go to Mel Robinson for this book. I just wanted to share the experience of how it's helping me with my mindset and how prevalent today this book is needed. The Let Them Theory is needed. Okay? So once again, thank you for coming to the Love Palace. I'm going to close you out with a couple of promos. Make sure you are subscribing to these wonderful content creators, the links that are being dropped. Because it's COC, Come and See, networking all day, every day. Shout out to the network, my sponsor. Look forward to Chris Cyphers dropping the new R&B, y'all. Mm-hmm. The network is doing music as well. We are doing COC, good collaboration over competition. That's what it's about, right? We need to be collaborating. You don't need to be competing. That could be part of the Let Them Theory, right? COC, collaboration over competition. So once again, thank you for coming to the Love Palace, spending this time with me. I always appreciate all the love and support that you give me. Shout out to my replay game. I have been getting notifications and confirmation that people are really watching everything that happens at the Love Palace. Please make sure you support, like I said, my sisters as well. Peace and love to everyone. And I'll see you guys real soon. Have a great day, evening, or afternoon, depending what time you're watching. Peace and love.
She wrote it in the rhythm of the trees. Talk sweet, pour, calm like teas. Queen KELLZ with the herbs that speak. She the balance when your soul feel weak. From plan to place, she walk with grace. Tinctures that kiss you into place. This ain't a trend, it's this ancient flow. She don't heal you, she helps you grow, yeah. She dropped that lemon balm in the brew. Talk to the leaves like they can folk too. From seed to sip, it's alignment work. Holistic hands, love laced in dirt. Queen KELLZ, that soul on the rise. She don't sell dreams, she real with the vibes. Got jars on the shelf like blessings in glass. Reminding your spirit to slow down fast. No rush, just rhythm. She the pause in the system. Where the world wanna numb, she say feel. That's the kind of magic that heals for real. In the rhythm of the trees. Talk sweet, pour, calm like teas. Queen KELLZ with the herbs that speak. She the balance when your soul feel weak. From plan to plate, she walk with grace. Tinctures that kiss you into place. This ain't a trend, it's ancient flow. She don't heal you, she helps you grow. Thinking, baby, you don't know the world a damn thing. Light up, lavish light. I've been moving too fast, running low on grace. Feeling heavy, but I found my space. Lavender dreams in a smoky swirl. This moment mine, forget the world. No stress in my chest when I take this hit. These herbs ain't just pretty, they legit. Tobacco free, just clarity. And I ride this flame like therapy. Lavish light, lavish light. Glowing gold in the quiet night. Smooth fire make me feel just right. Lavish light, lavish light. Lavish light, lavish light falls. I breathe deep and I claim my life. No rush, no fight, just vibes. Lavish light, lavish light, lavish light.
You are being invited to remember, rebuild, and rise. This is a movement. This is the journey back home, back to the body, back to the land, back to the wisdom of our ancestors, whispered in the wind and wove into every root, rhythm, and ritual. For too long, we've been taught to outsource our survival, to beg broken systems for healing, to look outward for worth, to forget the sacred in our blood, our breath, our birthright. But now we return. This work is not entertainment. It's a blueprint, a bomb, a battle cry. It's for the ones who know deep down that healing is not a luxury. It's a mandate. It's for the ones who felt the system crumble beneath their feet and chose to plant something anyway. It's for the ones who know that wellness is war and our joy is rebellion. The body is the altar. Grow something, eat free, reclaim the bag. Each episode is a door. Each ritual is a key we walk through together, reclaiming our food, our finances, our freedom, and our breath. This isn't a return to what was. This is a return to who we've always been. You'll learn, you'll unlearn, you'll get uncomfortable, and you'll get free. Coming home isn't always gentle. Sometimes it's messy. Sometimes it burns, but every ember is sacred. Every step brings you closer to the altar that is you. This is for the healers, the growers, the builders, the warriors. This is for the ancestors watching. This is for the babies coming. This is for the right now, while the world is shifting and spirit is calling roll. Welcome to the journey back home. We don't just survive here. We remember, we restore, we rise.
Love like she don't just love, she heals and keeps. Let go, let flow. Daily dose of Dee in the land free. In the love palace, ships dock even key. Yeah, we guide the tide. GODDESSDEE. Push them back when your heart needs reminding. D is divine, D is daily, D is love, a daily